Where do you see that in the Bible, Pastor? Well, Acts 2:1. When the day of Pentecost had come, that's more than just you, were together on one accord. Some things happen when the saints get together. Jesus says in Matthew 18:20, where 2 or 3, that's more than one, ain't it? Gather together in my name, there I am with them. You remember it wasn't just Paul down there in prison at the prayer meeting. It was Paul and Silas. And when they started worshiping together, their chains shook and fell off. There's something that happens when the saints come together. I know you get tired sometime. I know I ain't going today. I think I'll just sit here. I ain't gonna go no. But you need to come whenever you coming in. If you coming in from work or the club, you need to get your keys together. You need to grab your Bible, get your Gucci bag, and bring yourself on to church. You need to fight to find a parking space. You need to take your time coming up them 12 steps there so you don't fall. You need to get in service. You need to hop on past somebody that don't want to move over in the pew to let you in, and you need to come on in to worship, because things happen when the saints come. Don't you let nobody block your blessing this year. You come on in to worship. High five somebody, tell them, I know that's right. I know that's right. Three quick things about corporate worship, and I'll be on across the field. First thing is real simple. You'll get this in a second. I won't spend much time here. First thing is, God will offer you more in his house than you'll get in your own house. See, y'all got the point already. See, because there's stuff that we have in our house that we really don't need. But everything in God's house is at God's disposal to give it to you. That's the first point. Second point is this. Paul says you need to understand the importance of corporate worship because it's God's desire to direct your steps. And when you come to corporate worship, when you come to church, the reason you ought not miss it is because, secondly, God will answer your destiny questions. God will answer your destiny questions in worship. In this passage, Paul is saying, he says, we have a great church. We have a high priest named Jesus, and he is Lord over the church, and we're able to enter into relationship with him through his blood and his body. The Lord is faithful to take care of us. And then he's talking about the tough times that the Hebrews are living in. He is saying the devil is fighting them. He is saying that Christians are being persecuted. They're troubled all around them. But he says that when you come to corporate worship, you are able to enter into relationship with a God that will answer your questions about your destiny. Make no mistake of it, God does not always answer our difficult questions, but God does always answer our destiny questions. Difficult questions are like this. Why am I going through this? Why did I get sick? Why did I get laid off? Why didn't my relationship work out? Difficult questions. God doesn't always answer our difficult questions like we expect him to. Because the truth of the matter is, some of us would not receive them. Sometimes when you're hurting, it doesn't matter what the answer is, you don't receive it. God doesn't always answer the difficult questions, but God always answers our destiny questions. Well, destiny questions are different than difficult questions. Destiny questions are, in spite of what I'm going through, do I have a future? Come on. Destiny questions is, God, is there a bright side somewhere in this? Difficult questions deal with the here and the now, but the destiny questions deal with what's beyond this. Difficult questions deal with why am I facing this at this present moment in my life, and how is this affecting my spirituality? But destiny questions say, is there another side to this you're trying to show me in this? And when you come to church with all of those difficult questions weighing on you, God will speak to you and let you know that there is a reason why you're going through this. God will let you know that you got to go through this, but there is still a promise over your life that no weapon formed against you shall be able to prosper. God will remind you that he knows the plans he has for you. There are plans of good and not evil. There are plans to prosper you. I wish I had somebody here that said, Pastor, yes, sometimes I've come with some difficult questions and God didn't answer, but I'm glad God always answered my destiny question. I'm glad God always told me there's a bright side to this. I'm glad God always told me that I'll get victory if I just hold on. And when he has tried me, I shall come forth as pure gold. I was able to say that after I understood that God has a destiny for me. Paul says in verse 25,